Hello, hi, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. My name is Garrison from Singapore, and yes, just now there's some technical error. Supposed to start the stream at 2:45, or yeah, some minor issues. So yep, so here we are. We are actually still kind of like still in time, right? So yep, today is the 25th of July 2022. The time now is coming 2:50 p.m. It's an afternoon stream, right? So, yes, today is a Monday, so we are going to start a new topic for this week itself, right? So, yeah, today don't exactly have anything to there isn't much of anything at the moment. I'm actually pretty clear for today already. So yeah, so we can spend a bit more time and if, to see if let's say there's anybody who is actually coming online to join us. Right. So yeah, just give me a moment. Um, yeah, I like to do the normal usual stuff, but yeah, so just bear with me for the next couple of minutes. So if you're watching this live, uh, you can communicate with me via two ways. One is via the chat box itself, where you can actually type in your comments, opinions, suggestions, and questions, and all the stuff of things in the chat box, and I will look through them and answer them during the live stream. Or alternatively, you can if you have a Discord account, what you can do is you can actually join me live on air using the voice channel. What you can do is just go to my Twitch profile, click on the Discord link. It's actually an invitation to my server. So once you are in my server, once you can actually look for this live on air section. There's actually it's pretty hard to miss. It's a voice channel. So click on it, turn on the microphone, and we can talk to each other live on air. Right. So that is the other way of communicating. And yeah, so if let's say you're watching this as a recorded stream, be it on Twitch or YouTube itself, feel free to type in the comments box itself. I will also look through them, regardless of whether the YouTube video is a new one or old one. So that doesn't really matter, right? So yeah, and of course, if let's say you really want to message me, private message me and stuff like that, you can feel free to do so. I've also attached my other social media account handler yeah, on my Twitch profile itself. So there's Instagram, there's Twitter, and TikTok, right? So, okay, so the usual stuff aside, so just let me actually come to a stop at the traffic light and I want to turn on my dashboard. Yep, because my chat function might not be working, so for a safety precaution, what I'll do is I'll actually open up my Twitch dashboard. At least I can see if, let's say, anybody is actually typing anything in the chat box. If it's not reflected in real time in my chat function, I can still pick it up over at my chat box itself. Right, so it's the 25th. I suppose this is the last, oh no, I think the 31st of July. I think the 1st of July is this Sunday or following Monday? Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think probably it's a Sunday. Yeah, so probably it's going to be the last week of July already. So, yeah, then we are moving on to August. We are like in the third quarter of 2022 already. Time is really flying past very, very quickly. Right, so what else? Yeah, so talking about the topic itself, the topic for this week, I actually think is something quite big for discussion. I don't know how to put it across, but as I come along, it's about relationship. So Yep, as we can understand, because this question is also being always asked privately. People will just message me. It's like, oh, are you single? Are you married? How are you and stuff like that. Yes, I'm still single. At above 40 years old. So yeah, normally this type of topic is usually being asked during Chinese New Year. And when you visit the elderly to ask you, probably since young when you're studying, how's your study or graduating, how's your PSLE, everything. So after that, oh, how's secondary school, or how's your O level, then yeah, going to JC or poly, and as time goes along, it will be kind of like, of course, there are actually a lot of concern. They just ask, and once you start to work and stuff like that. They ask you, oh, when are you having a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatsoever? And then after that, it's like, oh, how long have you all been together already? And the next thing is, oh, when are you getting married? Right. So I think right now, people, the asking is not exactly like, when are you guys getting married, but when are you going to get a BTO? Right. For those who are local, and do you understand what I mean? And after that, it's like, oh, when you are together already, married already, oh, when are you going to get your first child and stuff like that? And then after you have the first one, always the second one, always the third one, and stuff like that. So it is always asking and revolving around these questions. So if let's say you reach a certain age and you haven't got any partner yet, like for a lady, you don't have a boyfriend yet, or for a guy, you haven't a girlfriend yet, it's like, oh, when you're getting one, you're not getting young already, stuff like that. So as you grow older, um, these type of questions no longer bother you so much. It's like, yeah. So for those who are still single, they have got their own plans and stuff like that. So let them be. And of course, right now, if we are talking about the modern society, if let's say you bring in a companion, a partner that's of the same sex itself, I think it really depends on the family itself. So maybe they might accept it, they might not accept it, and stuff like that. So anyway, that will be another topic for the day, for another day. So basically, it's about asking relationship. What is your stand? What is your stand against? I'm not saying against. What is your stand on relationships, and how are you dealing with it? Do you prefer to be single, or if you're single, do you prefer to be single and or if you're single, you're still looking. Yep, I do have friends who are still looking, and there are friends who are still yeah. And of course, we have got people who are married, right, with children, busy with children and stuff like that. And also, inevitably, there's also people who are married but divorced, right? So yeah. So today's topic is about your experience you like to share, and yeah, it's something that's, yeah, I tried to avoid heavy topic, but yet I'm still doing heavy topic. What am I doing? But yeah, it's something in which it is, I think it is around us, within us. So it is something that's very, very relatable. So we will see how if this topic goes. Now, if let's say you are interested, you can actually continue with this topic. But if let's say you're online and you'd like to ask something else, you can feel free to do so. So for those who are online, for those who just tune in, welcome to the stream. Nothing significantly much. It's just basically me trying to say the normal usual stuff for the stream, and then introducing this week's topic itself, that's on relationship. So be it you are single, attached, married, divorced, or whichever whichever stage of relation you are in, just feel free to to talk about your experience and stuff like that, right? So we have got yeah, it's actually really, really something that's going to be rather engaging if, let's say, if we are to take this topic um, seriously, right? So yeah, I'll just leave it as it is, and uh, yeah, we'll see what goes on next. So it's actually drizzling right now. I'm not too sure you can actually see the from the roof. There's a lot of water droplets. It's drizzling, and yeah, and yeah, I just rather do it at this time rather than wait until later part in the evening because you don't know what's going to happen next. And yeah, right. So and yeah, I think recently the questions are yeah. First of all, I need to thank those new viewers who actually just came on and then they tried to get in touch with me and stuff like that. Yeah, thank you for your kind words. Thank you for the support and stuff like that. Yeah, do drop by if let's say you are available, and of course you can actually catch the recorded stream on Twitch itself or on YouTube, right? And yeah, of course, if you watch Twitch, it's actually more of the unedited one. It's actually live the entire session. For YouTube, if let's say there's any interruption, like for example, signal was cut off and stuff like that, I will stitch everything together as much as possible. Also, without much edit. Um, yeah, so just want to keep it as natural as it is. Okay, and yeah, I think recently people asked me about, yeah, as usual, single. I'm single. I'm 41 this year. Is it? Yeah, 41 this year. And yeah, so well, if let's say you want me to start on with the topic itself, I actually prefer to be single, right? And it's because I have seen a lot of my friends in relationship and yeah, and how things goes about, and yeah. So there's no right or wrong. It's a matter of personal preference. It's just like I think I have got quite a lot on my plate already. I don't really have the time and effort to really to start a relationship where we really need to have a lot of time and effort being spent on relationship, and especially so uh, how should I put it, right? Because sometimes you hear a lot of those from your friends who are actually um, engaged, or who are actually attached or married, or then they have certain arguments, certain things that between the two of between them, and it escalates to something that's actually very detrimental. And probably from a third party point of view, sometimes you view things like it's such a nitty gritty things that it doesn't really warrant the entire ordeal. But yeah, things still happen. So yeah, I think my life is pretty miserable already. So I don't think I would like to add on certain spice into the life. So as a matter of fact, I think most of the time I am actually, when people do this introduction, I think I will just introduce myself as a monk, right? But then, yeah, I'm still pretty open to quite a lot of things. So, but in terms of by default, the preference is to be single, and yeah. So as time goes along, you witness your friends, those who are married, with children, and then when things didn't work out well, they realize that it's actually pretty painful for divorce. Yep. And statistics have shown that there's a lot of divorce rates. And if let's say you're on the ground, if let's say you really know quite a fair bit of people and stuff like that, yeah, they are very real. What actually, how should I put it? Um, the most excruciating part is that you know both parties. You know that the reason for the divorce is actually pretty how should I put it, pretty trivial, but then it really spark off and it really becomes irreparable. And yeah, so basically the children or the young ones are actually the victim of the entire thing. And yeah, sometimes it's actually really difficult to to judge and to clarify, because when two person are together, everything goes. But when things doesn't really work out, then it really pains a lot. Whatever is the is the strength of the person, it has become the so-called the weakness. Yeah, these things happen as well. So that's why in terms of relationship or whichever thing, I don't know, maybe you start young when um, things are still very rosy and stuff like that, then yeah, things will still carry on. There's still certain level of tolerance and stuff like that. But when you grow older, you realize that maybe you've got more choices and stuff like that. Maybe you would like to make a mid switch and stuff like that, but you're being caught in the previous relationship. So that's why a lot of relationship issues arises. So that's why I think this is actually a very big and general open topic itself. And yeah, so it really depends on if um, you like to participate in or not. So as for the text channel, which is parallel to this discussion, I haven't really figured out how should I put in words the questions, and how is the MCQ going to be like. But of course, I think the open thread so-called section should be more for this, if let's say there are people who are actually in the channel participating in it. Otherwise, yeah. So it's actually a very broad spectrum question. So yeah, so it really depends on. No, I don't really know what to expect for this, but yeah. So we just let the topic run and we see how it goes till the end of this week itself. Right. So today is Friday. Yeah. So actually Sunday is the 31st, if I'm not wrong. If I have my maths correct. Right. So yeah, by end of the month, which is end of this week, which is Sunday itself, we should be able to conclude this topic. Right. So as you can see, the drizzle has actually starts to open up. It's actually slightly heavier. So hopefully the raindrops that's actually on the windscreen and on the sunroof itself is not too loud to distract the voice. Otherwise, yeah, it's going to be very bad. So previously on my previous car, we've tried doing a live stream on a very heavy rain. It's still pretty okay, but in terms of the, how should I put it, the sound quality, it may be affected slightly. Okay, right. So yeah, I think I've just talked to myself for the past, oh wow, 18, 19 minutes. It's incredible. So let's wait for another, say, 5 minutes or so. And if let's say there's no one tuning in and coming in to join in the topic, then probably we'll call it a day. We'll just let this to be settled, and for those who actually join the server to have a look, and if let's say if they would like, they can actually join in for the rest of the week or the until Sunday. If let's say there's any live stream, they can actually tune in to actually voice their opinions. And otherwise, yeah, just feel free to leave us some comments and stuff like that on the recorded stream itself. Right. Yep, it's raining. Uh, Actually, if you notice, I'm actually driving around this this area, and yeah. Okay, so let's continue. Um, yeah, because I have, let me see, because I can't exactly see how many viewers are there live at this moment in time. Because I think my algorithm is actually pretty weird. Because sometimes when it display one or two, but actually in actual fact there's no one viewing, or it's maybe more than that. It's not really very informative, and yeah. So I'll just keep everything as it is. So if let's say if you are watching, if you are viewing this live stream, maybe you can actually drop a hi or something like that. At least I know that there's someone viewing right now, right? So yeah, so just keep it as it is. And if let's say you have any questions, just feel free to fire, right? So we are about 21 minutes into the stream. So let me see. Right now I'm heading towards the harbourfront side. So maybe about two traffic lights away, then we will probably conclude for the day, and then we'll wrap this up probably tomorrow. I'm not too sure. Tomorrow or the day after or something like that, we'll do another stream, and then we'll follow up with that. So yeah, just keep your comments and stuff coming in, and yeah, right. Oh yeah, there are people asking about this car as well. So a let me think. I would probably, if let's say if I need to do, like I think I mentioned yesterday, if let's say you guys want me to do before I drive off or after I come to a stop and stuff like that for just a walk around and stuff like that, yeah, maybe I can do so. But yeah, let me figure how am I going to do that part. Yeah. So if let's say because I'm wondering if should I be using this, because at this moment in time, okay, to be frank, I'm also actually looking at how the Discord server is actually helping out with this channel, because um, not many people use the voice channel. I think it's only been used once or twice, and yeah. So if there is no need for Discord, probably I wouldn't need to use these AirPods as well, because I don't really need to hear. So what I'm going to do is I just use my normal microphone, and then I can have a better sound quality for this live stream. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of ideas that's actually being thrown around, and haven't come to any decisive conclusion yet for the moment. Right. So okay. Yep. It's definitely raining now. It's no longer drizzling. It's raining. Proper rain. And yeah, please drive safe on the road. And yeah, I think let me do a quick check. Yes, it's coming to red light, so I can actually come to a stop. Right, so it's red light, so I can come to a stop. Let me check on my dashboard. Right, so I don't think there's anyone online. So okay, so I see you guys during the recorded stream. Right, and yeah, so thank you for watching, and uh, screen. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys when I come online the next time. And in the meantime, stay safe. Have a great week ahead. Today's only Monday, and I'll be with you all the way through Sunday for this week's topic. And yeah, stay safe and have a wonderful week ahead. Bye.